Let's get right into it. Number 4. The dive reflex. Ever splashed cold water on your face and felt your heart rate suddenly drop? No, you're not having a mini heart attack. You're experiencing the mammalian dive reflex, a perfectly normal evolutionary leftover from our aquatic ancestors. It's supposed to be a good thing, right? It conserves oxygen, slows your metabolism, and basically turns you into a human submarine. Great for holding your breath underwater, not so great when you're just trying to wash your face in the sink. But here's where it gets spicy. This reflex, designed to keep you alive in the deep blue, can actually be a silent assassin. Imagine you're just chilling, maybe taking a bath, and your face goes under. Your body, in its infinite wisdom, decides it's time to go full seal. Your heart rate plummets, blood flow is redirected from your limbs to your vital organs, and your breathing slows. Sounds efficient, right? Until you realize that if the water is cold enough, or if you have an underlying heart condition, that sudden drop in heart rate can trigger an arrhythmia. Your heart, instead of just slowing down, might decide to throw a full-blown rave, or worse, just stop altogether. So, the next time you're thinking of dunking your head in an ice bucket for a TikTok challenge, remember that your ancient fishy brain might just decide to pull the plug. It's a reflex that's supposed to save you, but in the wrong circumstances, it's basically your body saying, surprise, you're a fish now, and also, you're dead. Number 3. The gag reflexa. The gag reflex, that delightful little spasm that reminds you your throat is not, in fact, a bottomless pit. It's your body's built-in bouncer, preventing unwanted guests like that suspiciously green leftover from last week from making a grand entrance into your digestive system. It's a protective mechanism, designed to keep you from choking on things that clearly don't belong. And for the most part, it does a stellar job. But, like a bouncer who's a little too enthusiastic, it can sometimes go overboard. Imagine you're just trying to swallow a pill, or maybe you're at the dentist, and suddenly, your throat decides it's time for an impromptu exorcism. The problem isn't just the discomfort, it's the potential for aspiration. When you gag violently, you can inhale stomach contents into your lungs. And let me tell you, your lungs are not big fans of stomach acid. This can lead to aspiration pneumonia, a nasty lung infection that can range from mildly unpleasant to, well, fatally unpleasant. It's like your body's trying to save you from choking, but in its zeal, it accidentally drowns your lungs in gastric juices. So, the next time you're struggling with a horse pill, remember that your body's attempt to protect you might just be a little too aggressive for its own good. It's a reflex that means well, but sometimes its good intentions pave the way to the emergency room. Basically, your throat is a drama queen, and it's not afraid to take you down with it. Number 2, the cough reflex. Ever been mid-sip of your favorite beverage, and suddenly your windpipe decides it's had enough of your shenanigans? That violent, involuntary expulsion of air we call a cough is your body's last-ditch effort to clear your airways. It's a hero, really, preventing foreign invaders from setting up shop in your lungs. A crumb, a drop of water, a rogue dust bunny, the cough reflex is there to eject it with the force of a small cannon. And for the most part, it's incredibly effective. But what if your body decides to go full Rambo on a persistent irritant? Chronic coughing, while seemingly harmless, can lead to some surprisingly nasty complications. We're talking fractured ribs, hernias, and even, in extreme cases, a collapsed lung. Imagine just trying to breathe, and your body's so committed to clearing a non-existent obstruction that it starts breaking your bones. It's like your internal security system is so overzealous, it's tearing down the walls to catch a fly. And let's not forget the more immediate danger. If you're coughing so hard you can't catch your breath, or if you're in a situation where a sudden violent spasm could lead to a fall or an accident. This life-saving reflex can become a life-threatening one. So, the next time you're hacking up a lung, remember that your body's trying to help, but it might just be a little too good at its job. It's a reflex that's supposed to protect your lungs, but sometimes it just ends up pulverizing your torso. Your body, in its infinite wisdom, decided that a broken rib is a small price to pay for a clear airway. Number one, the startle reflex. Picture this. You're walking down a quiet street, lost in thought, when suddenly a car horn blares. Right next to you, what happens? Your shoulders jump, your eyes widen, your heart races, and you probably let out a little yelp. That's the startle reflex, also known as the Moro reflex in infants, and it's your body's ancient alarm system. It's designed to prepare you for immediate action, to either fight or flee from perceived danger. In a world filled with saber-toothed tigers and unexpected predators, this reflex was a lifesaver. It's a rapid, involuntary response that primes your muscles and senses for survival. But in our modern, relatively safe world, it's mostly just annoying and sometimes dangerous. Imagine you're operating heavy machinery or driving a car, and a sudden, unexpected noise triggers this reflex. That split-second jolt, that involuntary flinch, can be enough to cause an accident. Your hands might slip, your foot might hit the wrong pedal, or you might swerve into oncoming traffic. It's your body screaming, "Danger, react now," when all that happened was a pigeon flew too close. For people with certain neurological conditions, or those suffering from PTSD, this reflex can be amplified, turning everyday noises into terrifying triggers, leading to falls, injuries, or even panic attacks. So, while it was once a crucial survival mechanism, the startle reflex in the 21st century is often just a reminder that your primal brain is still living in the Stone Age, ready to throw you into a full-blown panic over a dropped spoon. A reflex that's supposed to keep you safe, but sometimes it just makes you crash your car.